Welcome to Enots Engineering. I'm Alan. In today's video we're making a magnetic pickup for the lathe or the milling machine. This is the item. It consists of a plastic tube with an aluminium insert, a magnet on each end, a couple of covers and a handle. And you can slide the magnet backwards and forwards inside the tube. This end's for picking up swarf off the lathe, and this end is for going into your T-slots on the milling machine. So let's go to the workshop, see how we make it. I'm just going to centre drill. This is one of the magnets. This has two, I think they're 15mm diameter. Now I've got the magnet held on the end with a countersunk screw, so I'll take that off and continue the rest of the body. The front of the magnet has a countersunk hole so you can put your screw in. I've changed to my parting off tool. I want to touch the tool on the end, zero my readout, move it in 10mm, plus the width of the tool, which is 2, and we'll go in there and make an undercut. I want to make this diameter 13, 15 at the moment. Now I need to widen that to 12mm. Come out, zero my X, move along. Put a chamfer on each side. At the moment we've machined this. Magnet on the end, cap head held with a countersunk screw, little gap there. I'll see what that's for later. Now what I want to do is turn this end down. There's a thread in that one done. Now I need to drill a hole in the side and tap that. I've held in the chuck a piece of plastic overflow piping. The tube should be just bigger in length than the part with the magnet on. I'll put another magnet on this end, so I want the tube to be longer from end to end. I've just moved over to the milling machine and I want to drill a hole 5mm drill. Fitted my spring loaded tap guide, 6mm tap. Bring this down to go into the end of the tap. Put a bit of tension on it and start to cut the thread. Let's hit the bottom, release the tension. So I want the slot 8mm wide from there, when this magnet's level with the end of the plastic, down to there. But let's see how that cuts. We'll just remove the frays. So let's have a look what we've made so far. We have this piece of aluminium with a magnet fitted on each end and a recess here. We also drilled and tapped a hole in the side for a handle. And a piece of plastic tube with a slot cut in it. And the one goes inside the other. And the handle is just a piece of aluminium with a thread on the end. And that fits inside there. And with the handle you can pull the magnet in and out. So the next thing I need are some caps that go on the end. These are made of plastic or aluminium, anything that's not attracted by a magnet. Just boring out of some plastic to make an end cap. That's a nice tight fit on there. So what I need to do now is turn that round. It hasn't broken through, it's just a very thin layer of plastic there. Well, that cap's just fitted on the end. I'll need another one for this end. So the cap for the other end I was going to make out of plastic, but I think I'll make it out of aluminium because I need to take it on and off quite a lot, where the other end the cap should stay on all the time. And first of all, face this off. So from the face I can go in 5mm. There we go. That fits okay. So I'll put a knurl on the end and then part it off too. I've moved the part further out of the chuck so I can get closer with the knurling tool. And I've just skimmed the OD. Slow it down. Tighten up the wheels. Now all I need to do is chamfer the first bit, part this off. Now before I part that right off, I need to put chamfer on the edge. So you need to put the hole in the middle of the bar. So the slot needs to be long enough so when the handle is at this end, the magnet is just touching the inside of this cover. And on the other side, when I slide it along, it can come out a distance when you take the cap off. Now let's see how it works. Okay, the first problem I have is I cleaned all my lathe down before I started this project. And all the swarf I've got is aluminium, but I have found a little bit of swarf. So what you do is move the lever so the magnet is in the end there, hold it over the swarf, picks the swarf up, and then when you want to get rid of that swarf you just pull it back and most of the swarf will drop off. Any that remains just brush it off and then replace the magnet to the end again, ready to pick the next lot up. Now the other end, you take the cap off, put this in your T-slot, slide it along. Any bits of steel that are in there should pick it up. Just brush that off. When you're not using it, that retracts inside and the aluminium cover goes on the end. That's the finished item. You can just see the magnet in the end. When I push it down it disappears. Bring it back up, you can just see it there. And the other end, you take the cap off, and I've made that end so I can put that in the T slot, move it along. That should pick up all the swarf in the slot. When it's not in use, you can put the cap back on the end to stop it picking up any bits. Oh well, that's it for today. Hope that was interesting. Hope it was useful, and we'll see you next time on Enots Engineering.